Coach Mike here from Fit Body Bootcamp, and I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about what to expect after your first session and what to do after that first session to make sure that you can continue to come in and move well. So, coming in, if you haven't worked out in a while and you're coming in and getting that first session in, the likelihood is that you're going to be sore. It's just a natural part of the process. There's a process called DOMS, the delayed onset of muscle soreness, where we may not feel sore right away, but within the next 24, 48 hours, the muscles really start to feel sore. And this is a natural part of the process, so I want you to understand that right off the bat. It's not unusual. Everybody feels it. Even people that work out on a regular basis, when they push themselves past a certain limit, they will also have that soreness. I still feel that soreness from time to time as well. So completely normal, completely natural. But there's a few things that you can do in order to offset some of that soreness, to make sure that you can still function in day-to-day life and be able to come back into the gym to continue to work on your goals and not delay that process too much longer. So first things first, hydration is going to be the biggest thing for you to focus on. If you're giving your body enough water, it will help keep that inflammation down, and it will help draw more nutrients to the muscles that are sore. That will then help with the recovery process. So it'll make the recovery process a little bit quicker if you are well hydrated. So what does well hydrated mean? Well, if you look at your body weight, you take your body weight and you halve that body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you need to drink about 75 ounces of water in order to be properly hydrated. And that's without doing anything for that day. If you're sweating on top of that, for every 20 to 30 minutes of exercise, you want to add in another 4 to 8 ounces on top of that 75 ounces. So that's the first thing. The second thing is movement. We really need to get the blood flowing, again, to draw more nutrients to the muscles to ensure quicker recovery. So what can we do? Well, we can do really basic things. One of the things that most people feel sore on day one is going to be their quads. So the quads are always going to be they're going to be the ones that are targeted, the ones that are sore most of the time. So I'm going to show you a couple of simple things that you can do. The best things that I've found, that we have found, and that science has found, is to reactivate the muscles that are sore to create that blood flow, to create that movement in the muscles to help them repair. If we don't move them, the recovery time takes longer. So if you have a foam roller, or even if you had a rolling pin or a bottle of wine, whatever it is that you want to use, you could take a foam roller or your rolling pin and just nice and easy, you can just roll on those sore muscles. Okay, you can use it manually here. And all we're going nice and slow. We only want to move about 1 to 2 inches per second on this. And this is going to help not only get the body into rest and digest, but like I said, it's going to bring those nutrients and blood to that area to help with the recovery process. Or we can use the foam roller directly on the muscle. So we can go here, and again, we're going nice and slow. Slow. We're going about 1 to 2 inches per second, and we want to hit as much of the muscle as we can. We never want to roll over any joints, but we want to hit as much of the muscle as we can, inside, outside, front, back, all the way around. So that's the second thing that you can do. So water is the first thing, then we can foam roll. Third thing is breathing. We want to try to make sure that we're breathing through the nose as much as we can. So with the mouth closed, breathing through the nose as much as we can over the course of the day. That actually helps our body stay in that rest and digest state, which is our parasympathetic state, and that will actually help with the recovery process too. So really simple, in through the nose, out through the nose, keeps us in that rest and digest. So that's the third one. And then the fourth one is moving. If if you can go for a walk, um, or even do some squats to kind of reactivate those muscles, put those joints through that range of motion, that's going to be really important. And then the last thing that you can do is light stretching. So it's not static stretching. We want to make sure we're doing dynamic stretching. So simple, here's a simple little routine for you to follow that I love to do before and after sessions, just to make sure that, again, things are moving as they need to. So we'll start in a high plank position, and then we're going to just push back into that downward dog and just walking the heels towards the ground. Walking the heels. So you can do this 10 to 12 times on each side. Then we can walk the hands out, bring one leg up in front, then we'll just drop the knee to the ground, raise the hips up in the air, come back to neutral, get a rotation in. Okay, you can do 5 or 6 on each side. You can stay on one side, get done with that one. So we drop the knee down, getting that stretch in the hip flexion on this side, stretching the butt on this side. Then we raise the hips up, get the stretch in the hamstrings, come back to that neutral position, and then we open it. So we're getting a good stretch all across the body here. Then we can come in, bring the feet together. We can walk the hands around. Okay, stretching out those hamstrings again, stretching out that low back a little bit. Okay, really simple. And then the last one you can do, just grabbing the foot, and if you need to hold on to something, again, we're not holding, we're just getting a little bit of a stretch and letting go. Okay, grab the laces, get that little bit of a stretch and letting go. So those are some simple things you can do, 5 different things that you can do over the course of a day after your first session or any time that you're sore. So quick recap, you want to make sure you're drinking water. You can foam roll, make sure that you're breathing through your nose. Then you can actually move, so do some squats, do some lunges to reactivate whatever the muscles are that are actually sore. And then we can do some light and dynamic stretching. So those are 5 things that you can do to offset some of that soreness, so you can come back in and get closer to those results quicker every single day.